Welcome back to Booze and the Rocks. My name is David Edwards. What does Christmas and bourbon have in common? Well, a Cranberry Old Fashioned, of course. Let's get into it. It's great to have every single one of you back here today. The holiday season is upon us and it is almost that big day. So I was sitting down trying to figure out The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, and I remembered that the first two lines go, "Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, there came a..." And then I realized I was actually completely messed up and I couldn't figure out the third line of the poem. However, I did realize that I wanted some bourbon. And I thought to myself, should I have bourbon straight or on some ice, or should I make a cocktail? And I realized, let's make a cocktail and let's change a cocktail that's already existing. So I says to myself, what's a really good cocktail I can make an adjustment to or make a variation of? And I came across the idea of an old fashioned. And then I thought, what do I have a lot of that I could put in this cocktail and make it taste really good? So I went, cranberries. It's Christmas. Christmas and cranberries go together like red tinsel on a green tree, vanilla ice cream with chocolate sauce on it. You just can't go wrong. Or can you? Actually, the truth is, no, you can't, and I'll show you why. Grab your glass of choice. Now I'm using a rocks glass, you can use whatever you want. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some ice in here. Once you've got your ice, grab the bitters of your choice. In this case, I'm using Angostura bitters, and we need 2 dashes. Already looks and smells good. The next thing you're going to use is a spiced cranberry syrup. Now this is really easy to make. In a saucepan, you take 8 ounces of water, 8 ounces of sugar, and that works out to 240 mils each. A cup of cranberries, which is 3 ounces, and I can't remember the grams off the top of my head, but I will put it down in the description down below, the full recipe. You need 2 sticks of cinnamon, 2 star anise pods, 1 teaspoon of whole cloves, 1 teaspoon of whole allspice. And what you do is you throw it in the pot, you bring it up to a boil, you let everything clear up until the cranberries start to pop, and you'll hear it go pop, 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 pop. And then you turn it down, let it simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes to reduce down to the thickness that you want. For this we need 1 ounce or 30 milliliters. It seems like a lot, but trust me, it's going to work out just fine. Next, you need soda water. I'm using club soda. It's simple, it's easy. You can use a little bit of seltzer water. Doesn't really matter, your choice. You could use tonic if you want, but it'll make it a bit more bitter. And we need a splash, which call it 2 bar spoons. Very nice. Your next ingredient is bourbon, because this is all about bourbon, right? So I have some bullet bourbon. This is a 45% by volume. For this we need 2 ounces or 60 milliliters. Looking good, smelling good. Put that there. Grab that spoon you just put away, and we're going to stir this like you would an old fashioned for about 60 revolutions, give or take. Look at that, just nice. You know what? I'm going to add 1 more ice cube just because I want it to be a little bit more chilled. Look at that, beautiful. Now we are going to garnish this. Move your glass off to the side. If you're like me and you spill something, grab your cloth, just wipe it down. Grab an orange, because cranberry and oranges go together, kind of like apples and pie. And what we need to do is we're going to cut this in half, move that out of the way, and we're going to have a nice slice. We're going to cut that slice in half. We're going to feed that right here like so. So it looks pretty. We're also going to get some of the citrus juices and the oils from that. Grab 3 or 4 cranberries, And this is a Cranberry Old Fashioned. It is beautiful in color. Look at this. And it smells incredible. You gain a little bit of the citrus immediately from the orange. You get some of the spices and some of the bourbon, and it just works really well together. And there goes a cranberry. So do one less cranberry in your cocktail. That is really good. It's not overly strong. The bourbon shines here. You get the flavors of the syrup. It's not sweet. It's nicely balanced. It's nicely balanced. It is Christmas in a glass. You know what? You could knock back a whole bunch of these any day of the year, as long as you got some cranberry. Oh yeah. That is really, really good. Oh, and the bourbon just sings with those spice flavors. If this is your first time to my channel, please check out the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification. That way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. And I will put the method and the ingredients of how to make this down in the description below. If you're interested in supporting our channel, please check us out at patreon.com/booze on the rocks. And you have a great holiday season. We'll see you next time. What does Christmas and bourbon have in common? A Cranberry Old Fashioned. I can't remember what I was going to say. Alrighty, it's great to have every single one of you back here. The holiday season is upon us. And this Nick, and you know what? And cranberries and Christmas go together like red and green on a bar.